Another book by Doc Martin here, well, a book review. From the Zero Channel, this is Doc Martin for KRAZTV.com. The Tangled Tree, A Radical New History of Life by David Quammen. What a great book. Got this book at the Tucson, Pima County Public Library here in Tucson, Arizona. I was putting this off. I didn't know whether I wanted to read it or not. It looked dry, but you know, when I got into it, what a grand little book. Talks about the real pioneers of the the phylogenetic trees where we invent the tree zone where people come from and how we evolved through evolution. But they found out through a lot of DNA that it's called horizontal gene transfer. And the mitochondria inside of every cell is actually old bacteria that has, and there's a few people who said that you got bacteria, archaea, and eukaryotes. But there's also a new one, Dr. Woolsey. He did not like Darwin, and but anyway, all through his life, he invented another. Well, he didn't invent. He showed another branch on the tree of 5 kinds of life. So it moved into methanogens. Now these are bacteria that don't live on oxygen. They actually live in an anaerobic or sewer environments. That's where they found them. A lot of them, and they found out that a lot of the bacterial resistant bacteria and germs and stuff actually were that way before they ever were exposed to antibiotics. So that's pretty strange in itself. It isn't the repeated use that does it. It probably is in most cases, but they found several of this bacterium that were, well, MERS, the methicillin resistant, Staphylococci aureus, nasty stuff, flesh-eating bacteria, etc., were all actually found without any need to be in a hospital environment. They found them in Borneo and stuff, so pretty crazy. Anyway, Carl Sagan's ex-wife, I think she was known as Margolis later in her life, but she did a lot of work too, and she was an outspoken and well, there's so many people that did a lot of work after Crick and all them because of the DNA sequencing. So that's how they learned most about it, is working with genome work and all of that. But it did start out way back when they first discovered little bugs in their mouth and stuff from the first microscope makers. So anyway, thanks to the Dutch for discovering that, and thanks to all of our medical and tireless microbiologists and geneticists and all that for doing the great work. In this book, The Tangled Tree, does draw different, and there's several models of different kinds of phylogenetic trees in here. Some are broad-petaled, or some look like great oaks, and some are wispy, and some say there's a tree that doesn't look like a tree, and so it's where we're spaced out on that a sequence where we feel we're determined, but we're still all full of bacteria, and we're 8% of at least our body, and by total volume or even weight perhaps, but we're not all just us. We cannot live without these organisms in our body, and having been there from evolution. So anyway, I gotta go. It's time. It's way over the moment. But thanks for watching KRAZTV here at the Zero Channel. If you can, support us at KRAZTV.com and keep soldiering on. I said that in the last book, didn't I? The Tangled Tree, a Radical New History of Life by David Quammen. Thanks for watching.